Thank you, Madam Chairman. I guess Sid did a great job on questions on College, Illinois. That's certainly where I have a lot of phone calls from parents concerned if that's going to be viable when their kid gets of school age. What happens? I mean, we're underfunded by 30%. What happens in another 10 years? Will that have to come from the state, or where will that come from?
Well, we're hoping that we can change the program and modify it so that we don't have that problem. We believe that we need to bring together various stakeholders, including contract holders, members of the General Assembly, and the university systems and community colleges, as well as staff from ISAC, to talk about the problem and to see if we can come up with a solution so that we don't get to that point.
What are some of our solutions that we're looking at?
Well, I'd rather not get into detail with what we could look at, but there's been, when you look at other prepaid tuition programs around the country, when you look at what has not worked and what has worked, one of the things that has worked has been reducing contracts to college hours as opposed to semesters, which makes the contracts much more affordable. Florida does college hours and has about 750,000 contracts. The other thing that has made programs successful has been control of tuition. Florida controlled their tuition by legislative action until this year in the 3 to 4% range. We don't believe that's a viable solution in Illinois, but we do believe that the university systems need to look at the program and help us make this successful. Texas, in Texas B, Texas A having failed, they brought out a new program. Texas B, to give you another idea, set up a program where if the university's tuition is higher than the return on the portfolio, they only receive the return on the portfolio, in essence the growth that the portfolio had based on its investments. If they maintain their tuition under the growth of the portfolio, they receive 101% of their tuition. So there's a bonus if they can maintain their tuition growth below the return on the portfolio. Michigan D, Michigan A, B, and C having all failed, Michigan D offers a tax credit to parents who enroll their students in schools who keep their tuition below the CPI. Unfortunately, only four schools in all of Michigan qualified for that. So there are a number of potential solutions out there that we believe should be discussed openly with the stakeholders that we can then bring back to the General Assembly. We believe that there will be a need for action by the General Assembly in some form